take it personal. I ain't lying, I ain't hiding, I've been grinding. Hey
guys, I just wanted to welcome you to this little chit chat video. I'm gonna sit here and put my makeup on. I'm sitting at my makeup vanity and gonna just try to get ready, and I thought that I would just talk about this week in general and kind of my weigh-in and what happened this week, what I think went wrong. I'm really not 100% sure, but something just has not been right with my body this week. And anyway, I just wanted to talk to y'all about it real quick, so I just thought that I could get ready and we could just have a little chat. So if you are new here, I would love it if you would please subscribe to my channel and click that like button and that notification bell so that you are notified each and every time that I upload. I typically upload 3 to 4 times a week. Most of my uploads are going to be centered around Weight Watchers and, you know, just healthy meals in general and meal prepping. And I do throw in some vlogs and some little sit-down videos just like this one today. So anyway, I think there's a little bit in my channel for everybody, and I would love to have you join the family. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. So before I actually start putting my makeup on while I've got my phone here, I was just going to talk about my weigh-in. So I've consistently been losing weight for the past few months. I know that y'all seen it, especially if you follow me on Instagram as well. I always post my Saturday weigh-ins, and I get up and I work out an hour and a half pretty much every morning before work. I do an hour on the treadmill, and then I do some core work, and then I've been throwing in some weights and stuff too. I don't eat my weeklies. I don't eat out. I'm pretty consistent with my food. I never really change anything. I do have one meal on Saturday nights. Typically, my husband and I will go out to eat. That's kind of our little treat. But we eat the same thing throughout the week, and my weight has stayed pretty consistent. I have had times of, I guess, stalling, you know, to where I didn't lose any weight for a period of time, and that's okay with me. I don't really mind that whenever that happens. I just know that my body's kind of regulating. But for some reason, this week, I suddenly just started gaining weight every day, and I really couldn't figure out why, to the point where it's starting to freak me out a little bit. Like, I'm kind of used to, after my Saturday night meal, I might go up a pound or two on Monday or Tuesday. I do weigh every day. I have one of those scales that I have the app on my phone, so I just get on there every morning and I weigh myself, and I can kind of see the trend. And you know, I'm not used to, I am used to a little spike up and down, but typically if you look at that trend, it has went down over time. But for some reason this week, I noticed that my weight was going up like half a pound to a pound almost every day. And actually my weight gain this week is 4.4 pounds compared to what I weighed in last week, which there should be no reason for that. I did not cheat on my diet. I don't eat my weeklies. I don't eat my Fit Points. There's really no explanation except for one that I could think of that I changed, which somebody commented on one of my Instagram posts about it, because I've kind of whined about it all week on Instagram, and I really hate to be that person, but you know, it's really concerning me because there's no reason for that to happen other than there's something going on in my body. And so somebody commented, maybe you need to change up your food, because I do typically eat the same things over and over again, which I would agree with. And I do agree sometimes it is good to change, and I have changed, especially if I go through like a long period of stalling and not losing weight, then I know I need to change things up. But I don't think that the foods that I've been eating really for the past year suddenly made me gain 4 pounds this week. The only thing that I did change was I ordered some Built Bars, a box of their 18 bars that's one of all of their regular flavors to try. And my idea behind that was to, you know, do a review, and I have kind of been posting a little review on Instagram every day. Well, it hit me yesterday, I guess, Friday morning, when I was on the treadmill, because I was kind of racking my brains. You know, why is the scale going up every day? You know, I'm up here, I'm busting my ass, literally working my ass off. If you watch my goals video, one thing is to work on my booty for the next few months to a year in 2021. It's really my goal is to try to build up my booty, because I got a flat one, and you know, it's not cute, and I would like to get a little bit of muscle back there and see if I can't get a little bit of a butt going on. But anyway, I digress. Like I said, I'm up there on that treadmill every day, 5 days a week. I get up at 3:30 a.m. and working my ass off, and there should not be a weight gain, not of 4.4 pounds. So anyway, the only thing that I can think that I did differently this week was eat the Built Bars. And I have really tried to stay away from any kind of processed foods during my whole Weight Watchers journey. I know a lot of people try a lot of different snacks and stuff, and I am going to try to film a favorites video. I actually may film that later today or tomorrow so that I can post that this week as well. But that's a little bit hard because most WW people's favorites are kind of focused around all of these snacks and stuff that they try that they like, and that's their favorite items. And I just don't eat those snacks. I mostly eat fruits, vegetables. I prepare my normal foods, and I mean that's it. I have a Fiber One brownie. That's probably the most processed thing that I eat every afternoon with my banana for my snack in the afternoons. But anyway, this week I changed it up, and instead of eating that Fiber One brownie, I took a Built Bar to work every day, and kind of starting on Sunday because I did have to work on Sunday as well. And I shared it with a couple of the ladies that I work with. We would share a bite and try some of these different flavors. But that is literally the only thing that I can think of that could have possibly affected me and made me like bloat or upset my stomach or something. I don't know. My stomach gets felt a little off. I just really have not felt good this week, and that's the only difference is the Built Bars. So I've decided to not eat those for this next week and just see if I kind of level back out and go back down to my normal, to where I am losing like I should, or at least back down to what I was, even if I maintain it that way for a little while. But this 4 pounds that I gained this week, I'm not happy about. But it would be one thing if I was eating pizza and pasta and fettuccine alfredo and all of those things that I just love, and sweets and cakes and pies and stuff, but I haven't. And so anyway, I just wanted to put that out there that, even though it might seem like I'm killing it and I'm working my butt off and I'm losing weight and I'm not struggling, I do struggle just like everybody else. And this week has really been a struggle. It has really messed with my mind, and I'm trying to get past it. I am going to get past it. I'm not going to let this week define my whole weight loss journey. It's just a week in my life that went to shit, basically. So anyway, I'm going to start putting my makeup on, and maybe we will chat a little bit more. And I might just speed through this a little bit. I don't want to bore y'all to death talking about it, but anyway, that's kind of what's been going on this week, and let's get to putting on some makeup. Okay guys, I've already moisturized my face and everything, so I'm just going to start with my foundation, which I love to use the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and my color is the 3-in-1, which is the Ivory Beige. And I pretty much wear this color year round, whether or not I'm tan or pale, which I'm on the pale side right now because I haven't been tanning. And yes, I do have a tanning bed. I know that some of y'all have seen it upstairs in my workout room. Don't hate me for it, but I do like to tan. I do have, I don't have good skin, I guess is what I'm trying to say, and the tanning bed actually helps my skin overall. I've always been on the oilier side, and a breakout, which you can see right here on my neck, is a big pimple, but I never really changed my foundation color, is my whole point. I will change my powder and bronzer and stuff like that. But back to talking about the whole weight gain situation this week. I mean, have any of y'all experienced anything like that, to where you gained for no reason and kind of gained a lot? Which I think that 4 pounds is a lot compared to like just a 1 or 2 pound gain. That's really not that big of a deal, but to me 4 pounds, and I mean at one point the scale was really creeping up. It's actually came back down a pound or two, so it really had went up a little bit more. And Friday I really wanted to cry. Whenever I stepped on the scale, I was just like, what in the heck, what am I doing, what is going on? And I don't know if it is the Built Bars. I don't know really what's in those. I think erythritol is in those. Like I said, I've really tried to avoid processed foods as much as I can. I mean, everybody has to eat processed foods at some point. I'm not all about any kind of food is bad for you, but I do believe that everything in moderation is better. And I've just tried to stick more to whole foods. And then I started thinking, well, could it be my fruit that I eat for lunch, blah blah blah. But logically, if you think about it, for a year I've pretty much had the same lunch every day with my fruit. It's suddenly not going to make me gain 4 pounds this week. I mean, it's just not. So that's why I think that it is whatever is in the Built Bars, even though I did like them. So it's slightly disappointing because overall I thought that they were good. I did not like the banana bread flavor. That was probably the last one that I tried, and that was my least favorite. And I do eat a banana every day, but I don't really like banana flavored things. But anyway, so if you handle whatever is in protein bars well, I would recommend the Built Bars. But I don't know if I'll eat them again. We'll see if my weight comes back down and kind of levels back out this week and how I feel overall. But I kind of wasted 30 something dollars, on this box of Built Bars. But I'll take them to work and see if anybody at work wants them. Somebody will eat them. So if y'all have experienced that, let me know down in the comments. Or if y'all think that's what it could be. Or if it could be something else. I mean, it could be hormonal. My hormones do kind of get out of whack just like everybody else's. But the funny part is last week was the week that I was on my period and I lost weight. And then this week, the week after my period, my weight just starts shooting up. So it's not like pre-period weight gain, bloat, or anything like that. And I usually don't even fluctuate that much. I'm just using my Estee Lauder blush here. I don't really know what this color is called. Pure Color Envy, I guess might be the color. I don't know. I don't know if I'll repurchase it. I like it okay, but it's not my favorite. I do have some of the NARS. I think the color is called Orgasm, and I used to really like that color, and I still have a little bit of it. Like it was almost empty, but when I organized my new makeup vanity, I found it. I didn't realize that I still had a little bit left. So I think when I run out of this one, I'm going to switch back over to that one and just see if I want to repurchase that. But anyway, so the rest of my week overall was a good week. Work was busy. The first of the month is always super busy for us because I'm an accountant and we have to do month end, and it's kind of crazy hours, but we got through it. Overall, I think it went well. So, there really wasn't anything like out of whack with me this week. Nothing out of the ordinary that should have caused a weight gain like that. Again, I'm stuck to my workouts, and that's one thing that I have noticed has really helped with my weight loss is getting on that treadmill for an hour a day. And I actually got that tip from Cody from Big Brother. I don't know if any of y'all are Big Brother fans, probably not, but I've watched Big Brother really for the last 20 years, I guess, every season. And a couple of seasons ago, there was a guy on there named Cody. A lot of people didn't like him. He was a Marine guy. He really wasn't, this little smiley face on TV, but I started following him on Instagram, and that's kind of what he does every day is get on that treadmill for an hour. And his suggestion is to get on there and get to a good speed, like between 3.7 to 3.9, whatever your normal speed is, and stick to that. And he doesn't feel like you're really burning any fat until after that first 30 minutes. And I can kind of agree with that because for the first half of my Weight Watchers journey, I was only on the treadmill when I really started working out. I would get on the treadmill for 30 minutes. I would walk for 30 minutes, and I would start off with a slow speed of 3 miles per hour and work my way up to 3.3 miles per hour. And that was at like a 0% or a 1% incline. So since, I kind of follow Cody on Instagram, and he's under Cody the Marine, if any of y'all want to follow him. And he does post a lot of political stuff, just FYI, but really, he seems like a really open-minded individual. But he put this book together because he kept giving out all of this weight loss advice. So you can buy the book. I have not bought the book. I don't feel the need to, only because I feel like what he's going to say in the book is eat your protein and, work out on the treadmill for an hour every day. And it really did change once I started increasing my time on the treadmill to 1 hour. I noticed a huge difference. I pretty much have lost a pound to 2 pounds a week, sometimes just half a pound or so, but I've consistently had losses since I've been doing that 1 hour on the treadmill. And now I start out walking at which I have my incline all the way up. It's at a 10% incline, which that's as high as my treadmill will go, which is slightly disappointing because I would really like to go up higher. Eventually, I might invest in a better treadmill. You know, if this one breaks or something, which this one is just a used one I bought off Facebook Marketplace from somebody for like $150, so it's nothing fancy. I think it's a Pro Form. I mean, it gets the job done, but I can't incline more than 10%. But anyway, I start off now at a 10% incline, and my starting speed is 3.5, which is pretty fast for me because I'm short. I'm a little shorty. I'm only 5'4", so that's me walking pretty quickly at that speed. And then I work my way up to walking at 4 miles per hour, pretty much. And I kind of go out of the stats on my Apple Watch instead of whatever my treadmill says as far as how far I've gone and stuff, because I mean, when you have short legs, for y'all short-legged people, you know we are taking a ton of steps to try to keep up with people with longer legs. So anyway, that's one reason I always post my stats based on my Apple Watch, because if I was just out and about on the street or whatever and went by that, then that's what it would show. I could probably walk the same mile as somebody else, but it is going to show that I've walked a little bit more. But because of that reason, that's one reason I do not use my fitness points or anything. I don't even know what they are. I don't look at them. I think that Weight Watchers really overcalculates those fitness points, to be honest. I mean, I think that you might need a couple of extra 100 calories, but I don't think that you need that many extra points just because you're working out. I feel like it adds like 10 extra points to my day, which I would just gain weight and gain weight and gain weight if I was eating 33 points a day instead of 23 points a day. So I just completely ignore those fitness points, to be honest. But anyway, back to talking about walking on that treadmill. I walk on the treadmill for that hour. I start out at about 3.5. By the time that I have walked a mile, I'm up to a speed of 3.8, and then that's kind of my good level speed. So I stay at that 3.8 speed typically for a good 30 minutes or so, and I just stay consistent on that. The last 20 minutes, then I will increase to a speed of 3.9, and I will walk at that speed until like the last 5 minutes or so, and then I will increase it to 4.0, which is pretty fast for me. It's actually almost running. So like that last 5 minutes, I am really putting in the work. But one thing I can tell you is that I've become a much faster walker since I have been doing that. Every time my husband and I go somewhere, it's just like, he's like, you think you're on that treadmill or something, don't you? I just like take off, you know. I'm just like in a hurry. I don't know why, but anyway, that's a good thing. But it has made a difference overall in my body since I've been spending that much time on the treadmill, and I can just really tell my legs are smaller, everything's smaller. I've worked myself up to doing a 5-minute plank every day, which I'm very proud of that fact. That has taken a long time. At first, I was shaking like a leaf to even try to do a 1-minute plank. But now I can hold a 5-minute plank and barely start shaking. I really don't know if I'm going to keep increasing or just stick with that 5 minutes a day. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe I will just keep increasing and see how far I can go. I don't know. 5 minutes was my goal, and I've hit that goal now, and I did that all this week, and it's like, am I going to just keep doing 5 minutes forever, or am I just going to keep increasing? I mean, how long can somebody hold a plank? I have no idea. But anyway, so I really try to work on that, and I will say that like doing that and doing push-ups, I can tell like I've lost weight. Like I tend to hold weight up around like my neck and my chest area, and I can really tell, especially in a lot of my clothes, that it is much looser around my neck and stuff, which is a good thing for me because I've always hated that like bulky shoulder look. I don't know if any of y'all are kind of built that way, but that's the way that I've always been built, and held that weight up around my neck and shoulders and upper back area, and that has definitely thinned out a lot. I mean, you can really see my collarbone and stuff, which I know that might not be a big deal to some people, but I love having that collarbone there. I don't know why. I just used to never have it whenever I was morbidly obese, and then after I gained some weight, if you go back and watch my weight loss story, I kind of went up and down and stuff like that and gained weight back. And then that's when I started my Weight Watchers journey last year. I'll link my weight loss story down below so that y'all can see that as well. But can really tell a difference in my upper body, and it's from doing the planks and the push-ups. And then every morning I also do 100 crunches and then 100 lower leg lifts. I'm probably not going to increase that number. I just don't really feel like there's a benefit there to keep increasing that. I think 100 is good. Plus I have limited time. That's why I get up at 3:30 in the morning, and I'm always late. One of my goals I need to add to my goal list is to try to be on time to work, because I'm always rolling in 5 to 10 minutes late, and we do stay late. But I also know that being a former supervisor and stuff, I mean, you do notice your employees that come in on time and the ones that don't. So anyway, I'm going to try to make it my goal to get out of the house on time, because I've really gotten lax. And to do that, I really have to do a lot of prep work in the evenings. And that's really just, if I just prepped my lunch bag and had that ready to go, made my sandwich, and I do prep my fruit on Sundays, but I just make my sandwich fresh pretty much every morning. I mean, some nights I will make it, and then I make my breakfast fresh every morning as well. And I do prefer to have the fresh breakfast. It only takes about 5 minutes to make it, but if I take that time to put my lunch bag together the night before, it does kind of help me get out of the door on time in the morning. So I'm really going to work on that this week some more, to where, because I know that I can do that. Like, I kept my little granddaughter a couple of weeks ago, and whoo, man, was a struggle real. I cooked our breakfast. I did everything the night before and had it all ready to go, so that I could have, because it takes like an extra 20 minutes to get her up and get her ready and get her dressed and get her watching TV. And then I was rushing around, I mean, literally like a crazy woman. And most mornings I am rushing around like a crazy woman trying to get out the door, and I'm still late. So I need to figure out a way to increase my ability to leave on time without having to get up earlier than 3:30 a.m. because that already is a struggle. Most people think that I'm crazy for doing that, but if I don't, I would never even make it out the door. It just takes, do y'all see that? I just hit my eyelashes and got black mascara up there. It just takes so much time to do my workouts. By the time that I get up in the morning at 3:30, between 3:30 and 3:45, I do hit snooze. It's not like I bounce out of bed at 3:30. That's just when the first alarm starts going off. So I'm pretty much sitting down drinking my coffee by 3:45. And I do read this daily Bible every day and have my first cup of coffee, which that only takes about 15 minutes or so. Some days a little bit longer, but 15 minutes is a good average. And I've made it a goal to keep up with that, and I have this year. I've almost, read through the whole Bible this year, so I think that's a good thing. And so by the time that I get through doing all of that, it's usually about 4:05 by the time that I get my shoes on. I sleep in my workout clothes, which is just a tank top and shorts, and by the time that I get my tennis shoes on, I get my Apple Watch, I get my bottle of water, and then I get upstairs to get on the treadmill. It's like 4:10 maybe. 4:05 to 4:10, somewhere in that range. And then I just will spend that full hour on the treadmill. Occasionally I will try to film a little bit for Instagram, and I know I filmed once for YouTube as well and put some of my workout on here, but honestly it is so difficult just to get it done because of the time limit. It is hard to try to film. But sometimes I will do that if I feel like I have a few extra minutes. But for the most part, I'm just working. I do my hour on the treadmill, and then I do my plank, which is 5 minutes. And then it probably takes me another 5 to 10 minutes. I'm not exactly sure how much time to do. I do 75 push-ups, and then 100 crunches, and then 100 lower leg lifts. And I do that every day. And then some days I add in some arm movements, and like I said, I really want to start working on my booty, which that is one thing that I did yesterday. I got to thinking, I haven't cashed in any of my Weight Watchers points in a long time. I'm going to see what they have on the thing. And so I ordered some of those bands, I guess, that go around your legs, to where you can like do squats and, kind of do the clamps on your sides. There's a bunch of different things that you can do with those. So that's why I thought I would just cash in those. I think those were like 2,500 points. So I'll be excited to get those to add to my workout. But again, that adds additional time, and so time management is a problem for me. And I have to take my shower in the morning after I work out because I'm literally drenched in sweat by the time that I get off that treadmill. My clothes are saturated. It is disgusting. And my hair is disgusting too. So I do wash my hair every day. I don't know how the girls, y'all tell me, how do y'all work out and not wash your hair every day? I mean, my head's drenched. Everything is completely drenched. I have to wash my hair every day and take a full shower after I work out. And I don't know how other people do it unless they just don't care. But, I mean, I can't be funky. I can't have my hair greasy at work. I just have to be clean. So there, I got my face done. I don't know how well you can see it. This light's really bright. But I am going to go ahead and close out this video now that I have all of my makeup on. I don't like my lips that glossy. I have to blot it. I put it on and basically blot it off. I don't know why. But again, everything is a work in progress, and I'm not perfect. Everything doesn't go perfectly for me every week. As you can see, this week was definitely a struggle mentally, and you know, it kind of messed with my head a little bit, and I start thinking, God, should I keep doing this? Should I, you know, keep busting my butt if I'm just going to gain weight? But I mean, logically in my mind, it's 1 week. You know, it's not going to kill me. It's just a few days. Something was off this week, and I'm going to get it back on track, and I'm just going to, you know, get stronger and move forward with it. That's my goal, is to be stronger mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And so I try not to get into my head too much and overthink things, which I did it this week. I mean, it's like drove me crazy. But Friday morning, it kind of hit me about the Built Bars, and I thought, I bet that's it. There's erythritol in those, and my body is just not used to having that stuff in it anymore. I just don't eat those types of foods, so I'm going to cut that out and see if that helps. And if I have another bad week, then I'll really start worrying, and then I'll be on here crying again next week. But anyway, I do want to be inspiration for y'all, and I want to be positive all the time, but I also want to be real and let you know that I do struggle. You know, I do struggle with my body image, and even though I was up yesterday, I felt like I looked really good. You know, I posted a cute picture, and I mean, I was just wearing jeans. It was our casual Friday, but you know, looking at myself, I know that I'm looking better. I'm back in my size 6s, which was my goal. I mean, really, I would love to get down to a size 4, which if I make my Weight Watchers weight that they have, because I'm still like 15 to 20 pounds, well, I guess almost 20 pounds now, over the Weight Watchers goal for myself. So, and that's just based on my height to weight ratio, since I'm a shorty. I think my weight range is between 125 to 140. So, anyway, we'll see if I make it there. But before, when I lost weight, I kind of hung out in this mid 150s range, which is where I am right now, and I was comfortable there for a long time. I pretty much stayed around this weight for 5 years or so. So I don't know if I can get down that low, but we will see. Again, it is a work in progress, and your girl's just going to keep going. You know, I am going to try to keep busting my butt and get out there and, you know, do my best to be an inspiration for y'all. I just realized that my microphone is turned around backwards, and so I hope that y'all can hear me okay. I mean, really. I sat here and talked for 30 minutes, and my microphone's turned around the other direction, because lots of times I will turn it around whenever I'm holding it and filming something like my food, like I did earlier, because I'm also doing a full day of eating today. And so, yeah, that's fun to look up and see that after this 30 minutes, my microphone's turned around. So we'll see how this footage turns out. But anyway, again, life's not perfect. Everything's not as, you know, perfect as it seems on TV or on YouTube or whatever. And I'm just going to stop. I'm not trying to get on here and whine and complain. I don't want anybody's sympathy, but, you know, I try to be supportive for y'all, and I do want to get some feedback if y'all have any for me. I love y'all. I'm glad that y'all are here. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Please like this video, and please let me know if you've struggled or had similar experiences and what you did, and, you know, what you found out it was. And maybe it is some kind of hormone imbalance or something. Who knows? I'm 45, so we shall see. But I will see y'all in the next video. Thank y'all for watching. I love y'all. Bye.
Writing rhymes in the kitchen, soaking in moments we live in. Yeah, you got the nerve to be on me, faking your life for the IG. If you